Hey Threshold, this is Tom, and I'm here with your video shout out this week. Out in Denver, there's a church that's actually called Scum of the Earth Church. Seems like a crazy name for a church, doesn't it? But if we look at the text from this week, we might get a better understanding why a church might be called that. Because in our text this week, Paul talks about the fact that he's weak, he's persecuted, he's in every way been humbled. In fact, he goes on to say that he's become the scum of the earth. And then he says to the Corinthians, "Therefore I urge you to imitate me." What he's talking about in this text is that in the church in Corinth, there was a lot of pride going on. There was a lot of ways of thinking that these people in different factions were better than those in other factions. And he was saying to them, look, in the end, none of us deserve the gifts that God has given us. None of us deserve the salvation that comes through Christ. In the end, we're all scum of the earth, and God has graciously blessed us. So my question for you for this week is, in what ways have you maybe thought yourself better than someone else? In what ways maybe are you holding on to some pride? In what ways have you in your life maybe created factions between yourself and another? And once you think about those, how are you going to go about giving them up and imitating Paul and becoming humble, a servant, the very scum of the earth, where we're all equal? I really encourage you below to comment on that, maybe kind of a threshold confessional, if you will, and share ways in which you've been holding on to some pride, ways in which you've thought of yourself as better than another. And let this confession be your first step to giving them up for Christ. See you Sunday.